Do you know this
Do
face?
you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. I never see anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
She has a point.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was gonna let's
like...
get out of this conversation really quickly and then can I ease back in out the break? Ugh.
Yeah.
Comfy again. Ugh.
I'm hoping we I'm not sure. I don't know how. I have no idea where this is going.
I actually feel like this genuinely, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a little short extra one, and I'm like, no, this is gonna be a long one.
I think we look at this. It's a good point. Yeah, we can look at the time.
Yeah. Oh. Miles Edgeworth,
Miles
1712.
Edgeworth, 1712. So dated the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps.
This goes to show, you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light.
Not sure if that's a lesson to take here, but fine.
No.
Yeah, sure. What does that say? It's fucking
Yeah.
biscuits.
Vanna here is announcing crime fighting campaign.
Campaign. It's not the default status of the police. Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprint sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. After all, if something smells, it's probably the bus.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
A panda?
As everyone knows, pandas love
Civil
justice. It's not a scientific. I don't have scientific proof. It's just a theory.
Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, you see.
What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo?
Hmm.
What's a zebra? Like that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, oh. And then I said, hey, you do that, your suit will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard until I cried.
I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes.
They must make a good pair. The detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine
Like
right
up against
now,
the window.
behind those doors, a police drama in action.
Somehow, the thought fails to excite me.
Alright, have you spoken to... yeah? Oh,
Should we present him with anything?
I guess we have to. We can't go inside. Oh! Found him, Mr. Edgeworth. I feel like Gumshoe I get wrong all the time. Found him, Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean I'm sure, of course, someone else did it, really. Somebody must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
It was Phoenix Wright. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Oh, did we show the knife there?
Well, he kind of, I think he saw that. Yeah,
and
he's
they're
like, yeah,
the
with knife.
same, yeah. Okay. Do you know anything about this trophy?
Yeah.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations. That's a natural laugh for me.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten. Probably a metaphor of how broken justice is
But
in our
I
society.
was proud of Mr. Edgeworth winning that award. Even all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors.
Alright,
Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his cardle.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, no mistake.
Fuck's sake. It's the victim, though.
Didn't you work together with him? Criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's the victim!
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Is that a talk then?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, we've got two. We've got Edgeworth's troubles and Bruce Goodman. So this ID card belonged to the victim.
He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Did you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Emma, let me tell you, it's because it wasn't. It was in his wallet, which was lying on the ground. We just took it out the wallet.
What a scientific way of looking at it.
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too, but Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that chief prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot.
Lona's confessing as much. Lana, not Lona. I don't know who Lona is.
Her name is Lona.
She's carrying the knife.
He's in a tough spot again.
Again? Bang. Splash. Rawr.
Well, it all started with the murder of the defense attorney, Hammond.
Yes, we were there.
But Mr. Edgeworth's found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the high chief prosecutor position himself.
What? Not this cop.
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants the one to be to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is just biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that.
But everyone deserves a gumshoe.
I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? You met the guy who is. What's his name? The guy in the parking lot?
That'll be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police.
Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA.
For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Because everyone from America speaks like that.
Yeah. West LA, born and raised. On the playground was where he spent most of his days.
Shout out Max and Max and all cool shooting some people outside the school till a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in his neighborhood.
Yeah,
Going
then
up,
became
like,
a-
got scared.
became
Did
a
we move you
detective.
around to an uncle in Tokyo, Japan?
Tokyo, Japan, yeah. Look, pal. Let me try to make things easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Ooh.
What is this?
Detective Gumshoe, my dog!
Letter of introduction.
Oh, this person was a crime. Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there, and no one will look you twice, pal.
Chance to me. It's like those guys that wear high-vis
Didn't
jackets to get into anywhere.
Didn't mean to hand him this back. I want to check this, because I want to see what this is. Hey, look here, it says something's been crossed out.
Something $20.
Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing.
Nope, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case.
Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator.
Poor Gumshoe.
Alright. Weird blank
Is there any
letter.
reason to take it out?
No, I was really hoping you could. Maybe like a little animation for it, but no.
Yeah, they just put a little Easter egg in there.
Whee!
Whee! 3D models. Madness.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go to parking lot.
Yeah.
We can slide again.
Yeah, boy. We're going to slide.
To the right. Looks like the investigation is still going.
I have to get
I
back to
have
the
to.
ship.
Okay, someone has to. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps.
Oh, that's definitely me.
Oh no, it's the guy upstairs. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. It's the lunch lady's boyfriend. Oh, still here?
Ah, hello.
Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too.
Oh.
What happened to the security guard?
It's 2016. She can have more than one.
Only
Hey,
if everyone
what's
is
wrong,
on
man,
board
Bina?
and consents.
You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Look, Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. He keeps shaving his beard hair everywhere.
I know, it's real gross. I feel like we get nowhere until we present the last,
but
so we might as well do that first.
We'll have to do the talking.
Yeah.
Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I'll warn you. Fan letters to me go right in the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. Maybe investigate?
Gumshoe, that old cow dog. You holding a birthday party or something?
Huh?
Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation.
Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here?
No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective for hire? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike.
Thanks
like
for
the
watching,
settler.
Gareth. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Oh. Yeah, thanks. Have a good one. Strike out for the lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Let's say I won't be needing this anymore. Organized.
Right. The victim.
Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little more specific?
Chris Goodman. He's the detective, right? Well, well. Aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was down here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale.
I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star.
One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work.
At those stomach.
And this here autopsy report. His blood.
Lana
No.
said stomach.
Died within
That's why
an
I'm so good at
hour
this.
and a half at 4 p.m.
What? Died within an hour and a half at 4 p.m.
It's very strange.
What kind of fucking autopsy report is that?
Was my sister involved in the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a few cases a years back.
So there's no motive.
Goodman wasn't particularly gifted detective. That's one reason he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called him here? On the day of the murder, right? Here? To this parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
It's I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective.
You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas.
Wow, this game is set in 2016. Huh?
I was one of them fancy shoe detectives until 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now? So how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? Why are you in charge?
Why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just shorting hands right now. Keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's not true at all.
Gumshoe has nothing to do.
It's odd though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important at least. He was dancing with the blue badger. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog. They can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh?
Edgeworth?
That cow dog's been kicked out of the kettle run by order of the chief of police. Just, you don't realize it yet.
Did Gumshoe kicked out an investigation? Alright, let's slide.
Evidence
Ooh.
time.
Phone, car, what's to look at? This looks like our cell phone.
Very deductive. Scientific analysis would suggest that this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Right, let's check it out. 3D style. Oh, did we get flip it? Oh my god, did we get flip a phone? Oh. Hey!
Just like being back in 2001.
Game of the year!
The phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial?
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls that you've made and received. You just press the blue
Someone
button. What was that say?
Did somebody else just get murdered? What just happened?
I don't. There's just. For some reason, the kids are not back at school on my street.
It's Saturday.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. Yeah.
Sleuthy Saturdays with fawns and flowers.
You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Somehow, they're all using old-fashioned phones in 2016.
That's pretty
Huh?
cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, You never know with people from your generation.
Fucking millennials. Whatever, let's check this phone out.
I feel like flip phones have not been a thing for a long time. I can take the battery out.
Strap. We're probably going to click redial and see what it calls.
Man, what a boring strap.
I got the strap. I got to carry him. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know.
Check mine out. It's a pink princess strap.
Of course it is.
These are hard to come by, you know.
That's your sunglasses. The series is as popular as ever with the kids.
I feel
Children.
like we just discovered. Oh my god. We just discovered the secret meaning behind This Is America. It's all about Phoenix Wright, Case 5. Alright, let's press
There's a picture of the Marshal. This is America. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Oh, is the stream died a little? It seems alright to me.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think you might just need to refresh. But it... Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I think you just need to hit refresh. It seems okay for me. Like, I've not dropped any frames on our end.
5 views. Is that why you think it's broken? Is that too high?
It is too high. It is too high.
5 people? I mean, I think I'm one of them. So let's not go crazy. People are allowed to lurk, man. I don't fucking demand anything, people. We're here to entertain. They can do what they like. I'll lurk usually on our streams. It's nice to have chat, you know, if you just want to watch this, like, do it like. We're pushing buttons!
Hey, that
That's
song.
a song? I know that! Why do I know that?
It's the Silver
Why is it
Samurai
playing a
theme.
song?
Hey!
The whole theme?
What's going on over there?
Oh, sorry.
I'll see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you?
Oh, well, yeah. We're investigating.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky.
Oh, it's her phone.
My sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except, she only spoke for a few seconds according to this.
Who did you call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you. I heard a phone ringing just now. One of them newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that. Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone.
She called us.
Us? What?
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
Well, shootings in Texas. Oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman.
It's calling mate. 518.
Did that call us? Was that our ringtone?
I mean, it definitely wasn't out of nowhere.
I didn't think it was weird that we hit call and heard the ringtone. I was like, that's broken.
I was like, yeah, I was like, it has to be someone like theirs phone. I thought it was Marshall's phone for a second. All right, 3. Nope.
What is 3? Is 3 just the car?
This rope, it's. Yep.
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
675 12 2.
What is this?
Look, something's written on it.
Well, we're gonna have to learn what that means. You're right, let's see. 67S 122. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Huh.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so? What does that mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
Damn! I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either.
Huh.
That's fucking weird. At some point, we're gonna have to figure out what those
I didn't
numbers
even
mean.
mean to click on that, I just got lucky.
Yeah, you're trying to go in the car. It's supposed to be the car where the body was found. The Edgemobile. It looks like the lock on the truck is busted. The crime took place at the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn.
Like $38. Yeah, the prosecutors get the big bag. Big bucks. Van. B block is through there. That's where visitors park.
I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Ew.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Yeah, cannibal cows. Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Is that right?
A block. This would just be about A block. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
I dream of the day where I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. The barrels. Barrels
I know.
are still here. Oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. Oh.
It's heavy. I can't even budge it.
The drum over here is on its side.
Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout.
I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not suspicious. Is that everything?
Sure. We got the. I think the note was probably the important thing.
Yeah.
The cell phone. So she called us? That's what that means?
Yeah.
Why don't we know that?
Can we do it again?
Hey!
Oh. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals.
Never mind. It's nothing.
Right.
Did call.
Yeah, it definitely called us. I feel like we're gonna call ourselves in court later.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna present this to him. Alright, compadre. Count to 3.
Huh?
You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas.
I thought he was from LA. West LA.
Yeah, exactly. Remind me never to visit. Remind me to always visit Texas. He's from West LA.
Yeah.
What does Japan think America is like?
Fucking nuts. Like we
Way
do.
smaller, that's for fucking sure.
They're way smaller. They probably think everyone in the West is Wild West like, and they know that Texas was Wild West like. So they put the West together.
Alaska.
Refer to Texas directly.
So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her.
Ah,
And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall? Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Were they
I
dating?
apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office.
They don't have to do that, we did that ourselves.
Dry wind or ill wind?
Dry wind or ill wind? Someone's up to something here. But who? Office atmosphere. What's your office like?
Suspicions about Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years. Forged evidence? Wait, I don't know why. I really just want to read everything in his voice. I'm having a lot of
Forged
fun doing
evidence
it.
and arranging testimonies, you mean?
He was undefeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
Oh, we got bad news.
You follow the rumors all about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
One person? Who?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor, Lana Sky. My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle up all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals.
What you're saying, Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here. Somewhere, everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So, well, how are you doing, Mr. Wright?
Guess we've got clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma,
Yeah?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours.
Oh.
5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see.
Aha.
Okay, I'm glad they clarified that. Mega confused. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Can't go into a trial knowing everything, that'd be too easy. We continue. Boom.
Were you saying that you need... I know you need to leave early today.
I don't need to finish up this early.
No? Do you
We
feel
could
like
do
you'll be
another
okay?
bit, but you can actually save at any point, can't you?
Yeah, you can save at any point.
Yeah, so
Should
we
we just
can keep going for now.
Keep going? Alright.
We'll go till about, hopefully we'll hit another save point before by about
Yeah,
half five.
I think that the course should only take us about an hour. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Depends how smart we're feeling, I guess.
Court day one, at least. How did the investigation? How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
That is just your regular voice.
Frankly, there are still a lot of grey areas. I try and speak fast and efficiently though.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big grey area.
Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yeah? A defense attorney should never believe their client.
Hmm?
The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is... you're not a defense attorney.
Yeah.
I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright.
It's the shoulder guards, man. Them shoulders. The shoulder, like, epaulets.
My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out of this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Hmm. 10 a.m.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, so I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial.
I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, the opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's so much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
Well,
Yeah, you know, calm down. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to the crime. A professional witness.
professional witness.
Yeah.
Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand.
Cough up, Queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh ho, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks.
Will the witness state her name and profession?
And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunch mark?
It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the hell does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name, profession, now.
Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up! Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honour, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? I'm supposed to be the fucking judge here, Your Honour.
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Starr was a detective?
Aha! I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Starr, Your Honour. Long time no see. Very well, you may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here.
Oh.
The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep the visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out.
Man, this is full of holes. Almost like that body.
Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honour.
Okay.
Nice. Like fourplan.
Yeah.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honour. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it?
No, absolutely not.
Well, Mr. Wright. I can't agree on your principle, Your Honour. I can't agree on principle, Your Honour. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honour. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr.
Wait, that wasn't the testimony?
Wait, are they talking about me?
Oh shit, that wasn't the testimony. I was like, oh.
Testimony.
I was ready to pull holes in that. I was like, it's impossible. She could have been driving that car.
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car.
Garish?
Garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Lana said, stomach. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
I feel like all the characters get repeated in multiple stories. Like a lot of the characters come back.
Sure.
Even ones you'd like think wouldn't come back. I think I'm pretty sure like Salmonella shows up in later ones, and I'm pretty sure there's like a whole case about the Pink Princess.
Well, yeah, that's priceless. Priceless. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime.
You're just so you know, you're like a little bit quiet. They could like turn you up, but you're maybe just a bit far away.
Yeah, I'm just like lounging. Yeah, the methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Given that they are used to raising inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be in one.
Laid off?
Laid off? She was fired? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Wow. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. With that boyfriend, you have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? And yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll just stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self. The judge has to think before applying.
The security guard room is in the loft in the A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That'd be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Huh.
Hold it. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, neither do I.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goldman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Ah, a young cheese. A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match.
In any case, there in a lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Wait, didn't she just say that she was in A block? And she saw this through the fence?
No, she's in B block and saw it through the fence.
Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is.
Yeah.
And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me.
Oh!
I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline somewhere else. You could cry plagiarism.
I may be relegated to the lowly position of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over, and snap! I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
Because of course.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Most certainly I'm not stabbing someone. Uh-oh, that's unmistakably Lana Sky.
Yeah, that's not good. So what was the defendant doing at the time?
I'm really compressed. Opens.
Just want to have another look at the photo.
She wears gloves, yes.
Alright, let's see what she has to say.
Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Let's say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, actually.
That's about right.
Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Yeah, I feel like that would be struck from record. She's not an expert witness in such a thing.
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. She's from the police, isn't she? You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
I've seen that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, the star's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
Well, what do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having your panicking HP makes me calmer. So mild, ugly.
Don't smile like that.
So that's the end, right? Jeez, okay.
We got a lot of stuff. This is what we press. Like.
Is there anything about... There's nothing about the chest or... That. Okay, so the big thing that jumps out to me, but I don't think there's any way we can actually call anything against it, is how she said she'd be a accurate killer and know where the vital organs are, but it took like a bit the body died from blood loss, right? What does the autopsy report say? It's like within an hour and a half before, like...
Yeah, within an hour and a half.
She said stomach. Like, Lana said stomach when she talked to us. And it took him an hour and a half to bleed to death? That can't be right. That can't be right, because the car was there at 5:12. He died within an hour and a half of 4. She thinks she stabbed him at 5:15.
Yes. Which is
And it took him an hour and a half to bleed to death, so we would have found him alive.
No, he died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. I agree, it's awkward, but it doesn't rule it out.
Died within an hour and a half.
We can check
4 p.m.
this. We can check this.
Oh my god.
We've never been able to check these before. Footage. Oh, blah blah blah.
What triggered that?
Oh no, this is a good point.
It's what? Yeah, look at that file again.
No, you're right. It's impossible. Because if she stabbed him, he wasn't dead.
He wasn't dead.
So yeah, yeah.
They would have found him alive.
Uh-oh.
No, god damn it.
Nope.
It doesn't quite.
No. I mean, it does, but, you know, it doesn't.
We just can't explain our case clearly enough. What did you object to there?
That was the last one.
That.
Yeah. And I presented the autopsy report.
Is it impossible? Within an hour and a half of 4.
No, yeah, but
why
it's
is it
blood
written
loss.
like
He'd
that?
be alive.
Yeah, he died to blood loss. It wasn't like
just press this
boom
again.
dead.
Well, you didn't solve the crime, you saw her raise the knife, no? Too late.
Too late. Yes, nice moment.
Let's see. Yeah.
Man. There's nothing about time on here.
Yeah, let's do the one.
Can we put a parking ticket with this?
This is the thing, it's like, I want to move her. Slide? Like, because I don't want her where she is. But then she has a photograph. Well, I wanted to put her behind, like, in the security room, because then she couldn't see, because it's behind the wall.
She has a photo.
Yeah.
It's hard. There's no knife in the photo.
Do we present the photo?
To that? That'd be weird.
It does seem weird, doesn't it? But it's
And
right.
that's it. Objection. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photo. Take a look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Put your soul into it.
Yet, it was stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Because she's covered in blood.
And how can you tell that?
Blood
splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph! Come on, man. Oh yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
No. Edgeworth.
Oh shit. I thought that was because it moved to Phoenix. I thought it was Phoenix for some reason. No problem. Except you. Mr. Wright, you're just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse?
This is usually what the court's like. You got a better idea? I mean, I don't think there's a problem. We knew that anyway. Like that's why we didn't think it was that good.
Yeah, but if we don't object, what do we have? We'll just talk it through. We'll see what he says.
Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony.
Yes,
namely that she took a picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Music starts back. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
Oh.
That's it! If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understand, but good advice.
Is it good advice? I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a predetermined, a premeditated murder.
Yeah.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
His gloves. Well, are those gloves in February?
Surgical gloves. Made with thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. It's not looking good.
No. Those gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony.
Is it just me, or does this one seem really lacking in music? Like, I feel like there's so many moments of silence in this case.
Murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Okay, it's a bit press, maybe?
Yeah.
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves?
The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one could make.
But it was an evidence pass of a day. She's wearing gloves to not get prints on that.
Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Yeah, I think you're right about the...
Yeah.
Oh, impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. She's got them thinking it was all planned. She can prove this claim. The trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
It's only a flash wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. Right.
You said that before. Anything else?
Now we said this many times, because it's the last thing. Do we have the gloves now? Are they now our evidence?
No, I don't think so. There's nothing but evidence Passover Day, is there?
No. I don't think so.
So we have to present against this.
Yeah, it seems like that, doesn't it?
Ugh.
It's all very like, it's all so like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, it's so wishy-washy.
Yeah, why, like, why? Why is like Edgeworth's car, like Edgeworth's car, my dude? Like it's like literally, if it was premeditated, then
The car.
why would she do it there?
minutes?
It's Edgeworth's car, yeah. Do we challenge it with this?
Well, that doesn't mean it's not premeditated because it was like he takes his like Edgeworth's knife from Edgeworth's car,
Yeah.
stab the guy through Edgeworth's boot. 3 minutes after his car rides. I know what you mean. It's a little.
It just seems so unlikely.
Yeah.
And then why wouldn't Edgeworth? And this is the thing though, like, if it was, and she was just waiting around with this guy for Edgeworth to show up with his car,
And then walk away and then murder him.
like then Edgeworth would be like, oh yeah, I saw them there. This seems so like impossible.
I know. Why can't we just be like Edgeworth? By the way, did you see any of this since you arrived since you were here?
I mean,
At earliest 3 minutes.
you know what? I
Like-
put myself into presenting this. Oh, no.
Nope. Right.
Did she just call her harlot?
Sorry.
It sounded like you called her harlot. I wasn't paying attention because I was like,
I really need the loo, so I'm going to quickly run them back.
yeah, go.
Look over the evidence again.
Yeah, I have
Rubber
no
duck
idea.
tape with chat.
An ID, signed Bruce Goodman. Why do they only use numbers for IDs? What else do they use? That is silly. The reason we have a written language in the first place. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Yabba dab. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba dab. That does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. It won't be this. There's no way it's this. It's just so weird. Like I don't. And then it's like she phoned her after. She phoned her after. There's a wire fence. I saw the chief prosecutor. Murder's planned. She's wearing gloves. And what does this mean? like, I just don't. I've like absolutely no clue what this is. The murder is planned.
Alright, Edge Flowers, what you got?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Oh shit.
Like, I just the more I think about it, the more I'm like, this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But I don't know how to get there. Like, I don't know how to prove it. Like, why? Like, there's so much. Like, within 6 minutes, like, she breaks into the guy's car, steals the knife, like, shoves this police, she calls the police officer, she breaks into her car. Like, the only way it makes sense is if the officer was breaking into Edgeworth's car.
That's the thing.
That's the only way this makes sense. The officer is breaking into the car, and then she, like, it's the calling him over that doesn't make sense.
What's the cell phone say?
Property of Lana Sky, last call made to her sister. A little bit more finicky than I'd like it to be.
Hey.
What happens if we try and just dial the phone now? What's wrong? Okay.
Why did she call her sister after?
I mean, do we present that?
I don't know, man. Let's go through all the options one by one.
We pressed this, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gloves are added to evidence. Yeah.
Which could be because of the evidence transfer all day, but I don't think we have any evidence like it was evidence transfer all day.
Yeah. Press it.
Skip.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, like, think. Oh, can I find a thing to make it sound like it's not premeditated? Why would she call her sister after?
That's like what I was thinking. But
Yeah, let's go for it.
I think probably
It's our only option, I think, at the moment.
the best idea I've got. We've already lost some health though.
I mean, we did just save. If we lose, we lose.
What's
We have to match.
what's the autopsy thing? Try the phone? No.
Nope. Your Honor.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's your honor. I know.
Hey, this is rough. What are you doing, bro?
It's like I presented the parking stop, right?
Yeah.
Like I presented the phone. Taken. Like it can't be.
Can
this
we?
again.
Oh, can we examine the photo?
This is it.
Don't we got a timestamp on it?
Nope.
Well, the barrels haven't been knocked over.
Yeah. I think a big part of this case is going to be like that the time is wrong.
Yeah, time is fucked. Fuck me. What's that bit of paper? Can we examine the paper?
That's all there is.
It's all Greek house.
Yeah. What makes it seem like it couldn't be planned? Yeah, I know. I don't understand. I definitely pressed this on this one and not the one before, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Because this was when she was raising a knife. Yeah, she saw her and raised the knife, and then we
were like, no, your photos doesn't have a knife in it.
But what did we mess up with the first time? Because we messed up something else the first time. What did I present the first time? Was that the parking stop? Or like, did we press the parking stop now?
I think you've done it now. I'm sure you did this now.
We've done that.
I mean, that actually says with Edgeworth's car.
Yeah.
I really think it's the parking stop. Like, can you investigate the parking stop and get something else out of it? So something like look at the time.
3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. There's nothing else on it.
Oh.
We're on the ropes here.
It's the last chance.
I have no idea what it is either.
Yeah. Clueless. This is.
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? These gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. Rubber gloves are the kind used for autopsies. It's the only possible completion we'll make. Is there another reason she could be wearing gloves?
Yeah, that's what we need as a reason she'd wear gloves.
Yeah.
Right, and we don't have anything for evidence hangover, do you?
Wait.
Oh, you correct it?
Maybe. Given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors, on the day of the murder at the police department. Check it out, there's a metal plate. There's names of all the previous recipients. On karma. There's no date or time. But it really makes me question, like... Because he picked this up on the day of the crime.
Yeah, from the police place.
Yeah. So how could she know? Like there's so much like this does not make sense, but I don't know how. Like it's like the king of. Do we give the king of prosecutors trophy? Like it's like we have the reason why there's so much like Edgeworth's car is such a big issue.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't, like, there's no reason it was there. It's like, and then, I mean, theoretically you can be like, well, it's just a car. It's like, why Edgeworth's car? Like, Edgeworth's car had a knife in it.
Yeah,
Use it in
and
the
she knew
toolbox.
to go and get the knife out of Edgeworth's car. Like,
There's so much, which is like, why? Why? Like, do we just
Why is it
press,
like
do we press the knife?
no.
Because I feel like we're down to like, King of Prosecutors
Tro-
trophy.
Yeah, the trophy is more likely than the knife. What is the ID? The ID doesn't have anything special.
But if she, if she planned it, why with Edgeworth's knife?
To frame Edgeworth.
Why?
To not frame herself.
I mean, yes,
To frame
yes. But what motive do we have?
somebody. Well, she doesn't have a motive. That we know of. Yeah.
There's no motive. Why would she premeditate something if there's no motive?
And that was the conversation with Marshall. That he said there was like they hardly knew each other or whatever. So the ID could be like it's not planned. They didn't even know each other.
Do we press the ID? Because yeah, exactly. They barely knew each other.
It's not premeditated because of who the victim is.
Yeah.
It's something. I mean, it's either
Yeah.
that or it wasn't premeditated. Edgeworth just got back from picking up this trophy, which feels like a bit of a link. Fuck it. Rip. Is that our first game over? No! Unlike the last fucking bonus case. That's enough. The court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. The defense has failed to give the court sufficient reason to doubt the prosecutor's claims. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Lala Sky, guilty. Fucked it.
Game over.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial. A higher court to them up for today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Bad end.
Hmm.
Fuck. Wow, boot to me, man. Wow, do we call it there?
Do you want to call it there, and we'll try and figure this out next time?
I think that breaks out, which is a shame. But yeah, we're like 20 to 6, and like fuck. I mean, we only really have the shield left. But
I'm like,
we're
what
gonna have
could
to
it be?
start so we come back next week. It's gonna start the trial again, right?
Yes.
So we'll get a refresher and stuff. So I think that works.
Oh God.
And then we finish this, and if there's still time, we start Danganronpa next week. I don't know how you feel about that. But
I feel like we're not gonna have time to finish. I feel like we won't finish this and then have
You
enough
don't
time to
think
start
we'll
something new. I'm like, we might not even finish this next week.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fucking rough. It must be the trophy.
Must be a trophy. It's so random though. Like it's just
It's
like
weird. I've been pretty happy with the game's reasoning up until this point. But I'm like, So on Danganronpa, there's a few bits that you're like, really? That's the
yeah.
like weak links and stuff. But I'm looking at this going, what the fuck is this? Maybe we're just smooth-brained. It'll be a thing, we'll put the evidence for it, it'll make total sense. But alright, okay. I think we're just being dumb.
Yeah, maybe
Holy
going
shit,
right
that was
through,
hard.
going right through it, we might figure out what we did wrong as well.
Yeah, I think going through it next week, we'll figure it out. But yeah, fuck. Man, we're like, this is like the first time we're ending on like a defeat. It's like, fuck. But you know what happened? You know what's important? Is you don't give up.
Yep.
We'll be back next Saturday. And we will get to the bottom of this fucking bonus episode bullshit crime. Fuck.
I know.
I'm angry.
I'm so like, I'm just sitting here being like, I don't, my brain not work.
I know. I mean, I really want to know, like, I'm excited to find the truth behind this now, because I'm like, fuck, that's like, there's so much wrong with this supposedly simple situation. She premeditated a murder. The car arrived with 3 minutes to spare. She's like, ooh, that's lucky. Grabs a fucking knife out the car boot. Murders a guy, stuffs him in the car boot. Lunch lady, see, like, fucking weird. Edgeworth is just like, oh, hey, Lana, on the way up the stairs. Doesn't mention the fact that you see them.
That's like the biggest thing. It's just so
The autopsy is like, oh, he died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. You're like, what the fuck is that? No other autopsy. I get that you probably can't always work out an exact time of death. I don't know how exact the science we have it nailed down to. It is. But none of the other autopsy reports have been as vague as within an hour and a half of this time.
Yeah.
And like,
for someone who died of bleeding out, there was not a lot of blood at the scene of the crime.
that's true. Unless the inside of the truck is literally a pool and we just couldn't see it. There's no, like, on a little shelf.
But then there's the oil barrels that were fallen over.
An oil barrel, yeah, so that could have been when she was getting arrested. That seems unlikely.
Why was his ID on the floor, like a mile away?
Yeah, it's like on the other side of the fucking wall.
There's so much about this case that makes no sense whatsoever.
And we will get to the bottom of this.
Next time
on Sleuthy Saturdays.